Everything is shifting dramatically for the New York Yankees as fresh news from their manager Aaron Boone sheds light on a key player's health, impacting the team's outlook heading into the trade deadline. On top of that, a blockbuster MLB trade has sent ripples through the league, affecting not only the Yankees but their competition as well. The buzz around the Bronx Bombers is louder than ever, and it's clear that the season story is far from over. The Yankees have found themselves exceeding expectations so far this year, even after losing two major contributors from last season's World Series run, Juan Soto and Garrett Cole. Soto, now with the Mets, has started to find his groove again, but Cole's injury has been a real blow. After suffering a torn UCL, Cole's season is done, and he's expected to undergo Tommy John surgery, which means his return is likely only next year. This has left the Yankees scrambling to reinforce their roster, particularly their pitching staff, as Boone confirmed they're preparing to make moves at the trade deadline to bolster the bullpen and possibly add another starter. One of the biggest concerns right now is the health of relief pitcher Clay Holmes, who's been outstanding when on the mound, but has struggled with injuries throughout his career. Holmes' numbers speak for themselves: a solid ERA well below 3, impressive strikeout rates, and the ability to shut down opposing hitters consistently. Unfortunately, recent developments have put his availability in question, as he was pulled from a rehab assignment and is facing an MRI to assess the extent of the injury. The Yankees fear that he may need Tommy John surgery as well, which would sideline him for an extended period and leave a huge hole in their bullpen. The bullpen, which has been a strength for the Yankees in recent years, now needs immediate attention. Injuries to key arms like Holmes and Luke Weaver, who is also currently sidelined but expected to return soon, have put pressure on the front office to find reliable arms to close out games. Boone has openly stated the team's intention to be aggressive in the trade market, targeting high-quality relievers and possibly a starting pitcher to maintain their competitive edge in the American League East, where they currently sit atop the division with one of the best records in baseball. Meanwhile, the Yankees have been keeping a close eye on promising arms within the organization, such as Luis Gil, who is recovering from injury but expected to contribute later this season. However, with his limited MLB experience and recent health setbacks, it's unlikely Gil will carry the load this year. The front office knows they need more proven talent, which makes the upcoming trade deadline an essential moment for the team to make decisive moves. Amid all this, another major storyline that has Yankees fans buzzing is the trade that sent Rafael Devers from the Boston Red Sox to the San Francisco Giants. Devers had long been a thorn in the Yankees' side, a true Yankee killer who consistently delivered big hits and homers against New York. His departure signals a seismic shift in the AL East dynamics, removing one of Boston's most potent offensive weapons and easing the pressure on the Yankees. Over the years, Devers has tormented the Yankees, especially left-handed pitchers like Garrett Cole, posting stellar batting averages and clutch performances. Now, with him out of the division, the Yankees can focus more on solidifying their own roster without having to face him regularly. The Red Sox, meanwhile, find themselves in a bit of turmoil. Losing Devers after years of tension with the front office and teammate disagreements shakes their lineup significantly. Couple that with injuries to other stars like Alex Bregman, who will be sidelined for months, and Boston's prospects of challenging for the division crown this year have dimmed considerably. The Orioles, who were once seen as potential frontrunners alongside Boston, are also struggling, failing to build a strong pitching staff and letting key players walk. With Devers now in San Francisco, the Yankees face one less formidable rival in their quest to win the American League East. This development opens up more possibilities for New York to capitalize on the weakened competition. However, it also means they need to step up their game and make sure they don't take this advantage for granted. The Yankees' strategy will likely involve making several savvy trades before the deadline to reinforce their bullpen, add depth to the rotation, and possibly bring in another bat to boost their lineup. The trade season is heating up fast, and the Yankees are poised to be major players. The front office's commitment to improving the roster, combined with Boone's tactical approach, makes the team a serious contender to finally break through and capture the World Series title. The window to win is open, and despite injuries and challenges, This squad has shown resilience and determination to keep fighting. At the same time, there's excitement around younger players and their potential contributions. The team's ability to blend veteran experience with emerging talent will be crucial over the next few months. Whether it's a mid-season acquisition or a call-up from the minors, the Yankees are preparing every angle to ensure they stay on top. Fans have every reason to be optimistic, but also cautious. Baseball is unpredictable, and a lot can happen between now and the end of the regular season. Injuries can derail even the most promising runs, and chemistry in the clubhouse always plays a role. Still, the Yankees' front office and coaching staff seem ready to adapt and do whatever it takes to keep this team in the championship hunt. In summary, the Yankees are navigating a season filled with highs and lows. They've lost key players to injuries, but new opportunities have emerged with the shifting landscape of the division. The looming trade deadline will be a defining moment, with the team expected to act boldly to strengthen their roster. Meanwhile, the departure of a major rival like Rafael Devers reduces the obstacles in their path and adds a new chapter to this already dramatic season. With Rafael Devers now in San Francisco, the Yankees not only get relief from one of their toughest adversaries, but also gain a clearer path in the American League East. For years, Devers was a consistent nightmare, especially for the Yankees pitching staff. His power, clutch hitting, and ability to raise his game against New York made him a figure the Yankees dreaded facing multiple times each season. Now that he's moved out west, the Yankees can breathe a little easier, knowing they won't have to face him regularly for the foreseeable future, unless, of course, the teams meet in the World Series. This shift changes the dynamic in the division, where the Yankees have already established themselves as the team to beat despite injuries and setbacks. The Red Sox are struggling more than many anticipated, grappling not only with the loss of Devers, but also with injuries to key players like Alex Bregman, who's expected to miss significant time. The combination of these setbacks has left Boston in a tough spot, significantly lowering their chances of competing for the division title. Meanwhile, the Baltimore Orioles have not done enough to capitalize on this weakened state, failing to reinforce their pitching staff adequately and falling behind in the standings. This leaves the Yankees in a prime position to assert dominance and potentially clinch the AL East well before the postseason. This advantage does not mean the Yankees can rest easy, though. With Garrett Cole out for the season due to his UCL injury and the potential loss of Clay Holmes looming, the pitching staff faces serious challenges. Boone and the front office have recognized this and are aggressively looking to add pitching depth. The bullpen, once one of the team's biggest strengths, now needs reinforcements to handle the heavy workload. Young arms like Luis Gil are promising, but relying solely on unproven talent in such a critical stretch could be risky. The trade deadline is shaping up to be a critical moment for the Yankees. They are expected to be active buyers, seeking to bring in reliable relievers and possibly a starting pitcher to fill the void left by Cole. The Yankees' goal is clear: fortify the roster to maintain their lead in the division and make a deep postseason run. Their front office understands the importance of balancing short-term needs with long-term health and success, especially given the injuries to some of their key players. Adding to this, the Yankees may also look to bolster their lineup with another bat, possibly to provide more depth or power off the bench. With Devers gone from the division and other teams struggling, every piece added now could be the difference in the playoff push. The Yankees' roster construction will be closely watched as the front office tries to assemble a balanced team capable of winning it all. Looking ahead, the Yankees' window to win the World Series remains wide open, but the path will require careful maneuvering and smart decision-making. Boone's leadership has been instrumental in keeping the team competitive, especially given the injuries to Soto and Cole, who were both crucial to last year's World Series run. The team's resilience has been evident, and their ability to adapt will be tested even more as the season progresses. Another layer of complexity is the potential impact on team chemistry. Bringing in new players mid-season can always be a gamble, as integrating fresh talent into an established clubhouse dynamic isn't always seamless. However, the Yankees have a history of managing these transitions well, balancing veteran leadership with new energy. If the front office can acquire the right pieces, the team could find the perfect mix of talent and experience to push deep into October. Meanwhile, the absence of a player like Rafael Devers from the division not only benefits the Yankees on the field, but also psychologically. It removes a nagging obstacle that seemed to hang over the team every time they faced Boston. Knowing they won't have to face his power bat as often could boost the confidence of the Yankees pitchers, who struggled to contain him in past seasons. This mental edge is subtle but meaningful in a tightly contested division. As for the rest of the league, the San Francisco Giants' acquisition of Devers is a game-changer for the National League West. The Giants have long sought a superstar bat, and Devers fits that role perfectly. It will be fascinating to watch how he adapts to a new league and whether he can replicate his success against American League pitching. For Yankees fans, though, this trade means they can shift focus from a rival's threat to their own team's strengths and weaknesses. The Yankees' pitching staff remains the biggest question mark. Boone has already hinted at being cautious with Luis Gil's workload as he returns from injury. There's a fine line between pushing young talent and protecting their health for the long term. Meanwhile, other arms like Luke Weaver are also recovering, but their return timelines remain uncertain. This adds urgency to the Yankees' pursuit of external pitching help. Offensively, the Yankees have shown flashes of brilliance but still need to maintain consistency. The lineup, led by stars like Aaron Judge, has carried much of the team's success, but depth remains a concern. With some players facing slumps or injuries, adding another reliable bat could provide crucial insurance. Whether the front office targets a power hitter, a high-average contact player, or a versatile utility man will depend on the trade market and the team's assessment of their needs. In summary, the Yankees are at a pivotal moment. The loss of Rafael Devers from their division has lightened the competitive load, but injuries to key pitchers have complicated their season. The upcoming trade deadline will be critical, with the team expected to make significant moves to shore up the bullpen and rotation, while potentially adding offensive depth. Aaron Boone's leadership and the front office's strategy will be tested as they seek to position the Yankees for a championship run. Fans should be prepared for an active trade season, with the Yankees making moves to maximize their window of opportunity. The team's resilience and depth will be key factors as they navigate the challenges ahead. While the road to the World Series is never easy, the Yankees have the talent and determination to make a serious run. The story of this season is still unfolding, but one thing is clear. The Yankees are fully committed to winning now, and they will do everything in their power to bring a championship back to New York. But before we continue, please remember to join our channel and give this video a like. Your support allows us to keep bringing you the latest news about the New York Yankees. Feel free to share your thoughts on the news in the comments. Whispers are growing louder in the Bronx, and they all seem to center around a surprising point of friction within the Yankees clubhouse. According to sources close to the organization, manager Aaron Boone has reportedly clashed with young pitcher Will Warren, a disagreement that, if true, could have significant implications for the team's rotation and the overall roster strategy moving forward. While no official statements have been released, insiders suggest that tensions began mounting after a series of disappointing outings by Warren, combined with reported resistance from the pitcher regarding adjustments proposed by Boone and the coaching staff. The situation appears to have escalated in recent days, with some sources claiming that Boone has privately expressed a desire to move Warren off the active roster entirely. Though the Yankees have weathered their share of clubhouse drama in past seasons, the potential fallout from this dispute could be particularly disruptive. Warren, a promising right-hander once viewed as a key piece in the team's pitching plans, now finds himself at the center of trade rumors and demotion talks. Some close to the team believe Boone is pushing for a more seasoned arm to take Warren's spot, someone with fewer growing pains and more immediate impact. Front office executives are said to be monitoring the situation closely, weighing the long-term value of Warren's potential against the short-term need for stability in the rotation. Boone, known for his player-first approach, rarely engages in public or private disputes with his roster, which makes this alleged rift all the more notable and all the more believable. As the Yankees push through the heart of the season, expect more speculation to swirl. Whether Warren stays or goes, the clubhouse dynamic has shifted and Boone's next move will speak volumes about his vision for the team's future. For now, it's just talk, but in New York, talk has a way of becoming headlines. That's it for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to keep receiving exclusive news about the New York Yankees, please subscribe to our channel and give us a like. We always appreciate your comments and opinions. See you in the next video.